Hey everybody, welcome to my channel and to today's video. So thanks for being here today. We are going to be doing part number 4 in my Palette Tournament of Champions series. And so this is the 2025 version of the Palette Tournament of Champions. And what I do in this series is I randomly select, I select 32 palettes from my collection, some of which are new to my collection, some of which are my favorites in my collection, but not necessarily new. And I randomly pit them against one another in a palette tournament. That's a process of elimination style type tournament, similar to like the NCAA Final Four. And so I start with 32 palettes and we whittle it all the way down to 1. Once it's eliminated, it cannot come back. It's like, once it's out, it's out. So these are randomly pitted against one another. Now this is my last round of 8. And after this, we will be down to 16 palettes. So, hello everyone. Welcome. If you're new, my name is Amy. This is Dolly Mama's Daily Life. On this channel, I love talking about a lot of different things. Today we're talking about makeup. Makeup is one of my favorite things to talk about. This is how I started my channel. I started talking about makeup specifically, but I want to talk about lots of things on this channel. So I rebranded to Dolly Mama's Daily Life, and my daily life consists of being a wife and mom, full-time postal employee, K-pop stan, makeup addict, thrift store shopping addict, budgeting addict, cooking addict, and all sorts of other cool things. Entertainment addict, you know, the things. So that's my daily life. So we like to talk about lots of different things on this channel. Hope you'll come along for the ride. Join the DMDL crew today. We're a small but mighty crew. We'd like to grow. So hit the subscribe button. Also like this video and hit the notification bell so you're informed of when I post again. So we are doing makeup today. So this is the last round of the Palette Tournament of Champions. I've got 8 more palettes. This is the last round of 8 before we get down to 16. So we are going to get started. So my first matchup is a tough one. My first matchup is the Blend Money All Done Up palette. Looks like this. This is one of my absolute favorite Blend Money palettes, one of my favorite neutral palettes with a twist. You guys should sense a theme from some of the palettes I've put in this this palette tournament, that I am a neutral / colorful person, but I'm also wear colors that are not loud colors. I do have some bright palettes in my collection that I enjoy a time or two, but this is more my speed these days. I like a neutral / color palette, or neutrals with a twist palette, if that makes sense. I have a few of those in this video today. So here is the All Done Up palette. This is a 20-pound palette. I love this. This is not my only Blend Money palette in this video today, but this one is so good. I enjoy this so much. I love the layout of this. I love my favorite part of this, besides the shimmers, are these light shades at the top. I love that I have 5 very, very, very light shades. I love using these. I pulled this palette out just to use those shades. This is a good one. So this one is going up against the Aura palette from Ace Beauté, another really good one. I love this brand. I don't understand what's going on right now, but I need for Ace Beauté to come back swinging with new palettes and all the things, because they are my favorite formula. I know. I say that about a lot of different palettes. This is my favorite formula. So Ace Beauté Aura palette. This is what it looks like. This palette is so cool and so unique. I've done so many fun looks with this, and I just love the combination of the yucky colors with the pink and the purple. It's just something very, very special and unique. Something very special and unique. It's so much fun. I love, there are palettes that really test your skills or really make you think outside of the box. This is one of those palettes. So this is a hard one for me. So I have the All Done Up versus the Aura palette. I think I know which one I'm going to pick, but it's not an easy choice because both of these offer something really special to my collection. This one's pretty basic, but it's so cool in so many fun and interesting ways. My favorite shade in here is the Look. It's that gray shade that's kind of got a hint of purple to it. I love that shade. This one, my favorite shade in here is Hazy. Kind of that yucky yellow brown down right there. This one. I love both of these. I don't want to do this, but I have to eliminate one. I will eliminate the Aura and stick with the All Done Up. Listen, if I could take all of these palettes with me, I would, but I can't because that's not the problem. That's not the premise of this series. So here we go. All Done Up is moving forward. Now, this was a pleasant surprise for me. I love this Nomad palette. I think it's really, really great. This is my favorite, I think, cover art for any Nomad palette so far because of the detailing. It reminds me of the Fuji 5 Lakes in terms of its texturing. It's like an oil painting. This is the Nomad Pacific Northwest palette. This is near and dear to my heart. My brother for years lived in the Pacific Northwest. My first big family vacation that I remember well was going to Oregon in a RV with my family. Oh my God, that was a hilarious trip. But this is what it looks like. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. This is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. I enjoy the mixture of colors and the tones of this, like the tones of the blues, the tones of the greens. These are the kind of greens I want versus the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. This, if I want greens, I need greens like this. Like these mossier greens. This is a bright green, but it's really pretty, especially with this brown. This is a stunning palette. This is a stunning palette. It took me by surprise. I was not sure I was going to get it, but I had no choice. Now, Nomad's releasing a new palette on Monday, you guys. I'm not quite sure what the theme is yet. I figured out one of the clues, and then I had to read the other comments for the clues, but it has to do with authors and poets and artists, and I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. But this one is a good one from Nomad. I really enjoy this. I love the shimmers in this. I think the shimmers are my favorite thing about this palette, especially like this one down here. But oh my God, this is so good. Unfortunately, though, I don't know what to say, but I love this one. This is what is on my eyes, and I swear I don't know how many times I've used this by now, but it has been used since I got it, like a lot. This is the Middle Earth palette from Glamlight, the Lord of the Rings palette. This is one of my absolute favorites. This, you guys see a theme, the neutrals with the purple and the green. That is like my favorite color story. If Amy was going to do, if I was going to do a palette, it would look something like this. Because I know me and I know the colors that I tend to gravitate towards. The greens, the purples with the neutrals. This is stunning. I love this. This is a good one from Glamlight. I don't buy a lot of Glamlight palettes, but when I buy the ones I have that I've kept, I absolutely adore. I think I have about 4 or 5 Glamlight palettes in my collection. So this is the Middle Earth palette, and it's going up against the Pacific Northwest palette, and I love both of these. I really, really do, but I'm not gonna lie. I reach for this one about 50 million times more than this, and I've had this one longer, so this one's not really fair to the Nomad palette, but I'm gonna advance the Middle Earth palette. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings geek. I love the movies, love the books, love everything. My favorite character is, oh, who's my favorite character? God, that's hard. Probably Samwise. And I have that shade underneath my eyes today. I love Gollum. I love everything about Lord of the Rings. Here you go. That's the palette that's advancing. We have a lot of neutrally, shades in this round. We are not going to stop with the neutrals. The next matchup, this probably was the biggest shock of my life this year. Happened early in the year, and I have loved this one ever since I've got it. This is the ColourPop Twilight New Moon palette. Oh my God. This one, I thought I loved the first one. The first one pales in comparison to this one. This one is way more exciting to me, and I have used this a crap ton, like a crap ton. I love this. It's so stunning. I love the mixture of the neutrals with the color. It's just a warm dream, but the tones and the undertones of some of these shades. I've got a green in here. It's like a green shimmer. I've got this black, this dark brown, these mustardy tones, this rosy like milk chocolatey situation over here. Guys, this is so good. And I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't know this was coming out. I was just in Ulta and I saw it and I was like, yes, please. And I'm Team Jacob. So Yeah, I'm Team Jacob. I think those movies are trash, but it doesn't matter what I think, but this is, oh my God, it's so good. So that's the New Moon palette from ColourPop. It's going up against an Odin's Eye palette, and this one is my favorite palette from her 2 collaborations she's done with Odin's Eye. This is the Fancy Face palette, Earthwood palette, in collaboration with the Fancy Face, who's I think her name is Tina. I want to say. I'm not sure. I haven't watched a lot of beauty YouTube. I'm pretty sure. She lives in Jamaica. This one is so good. This is probably one of my favorite Odin's Eye palettes in my collection. This is so hard for me because I love this one. Like love, love, love. Love, love, love. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like trying to decide, do I want to advance the New Moon or do I want to advance this? Because I love this too. You guys are going to think I'm boring, but I really don't even know. But I think I gotta do it. I gotta advance the New Moon. I love this palette so much. I love it so much. It is one of my absolute favorites from ColourPop, if not my favorite from ColourPop, other than the Star Wars palette, but that's more of a nostalgia thing than a color story thing. This one is so good. Earthwood, I don't want to eliminate any of these. These are so good. I picked these for a reason. I knew I wanted to make this a challenge for myself. The New Moon palette is advancing. Okay, the last matchup is a good matchup as well. So when I talk about bright palettes, this is a bright palette with such a fun twist. This, my friends, is my favorite Blend Bunny palette in my collection. This is the Machina palette. I love this one. Love it. It's so good. So it is very bright on one side, but on the other side, it's very mechanical, especially like these shades, just like very, very sterile colors, like the blues and the black and the gray. It's very, very artificial intelligence, like which is what it's supposed to symbolize, artificial intelligence, life, and AI mixing. So you got the green row that could go either way. I mix and match these sides all the time. This is such a treat to use. Listen, Blend Bunny, I will always love Blend Bunny, but the times when she was doing these color stories with the gradients, those were just, I mean, she still does those, but like, these are my jam. This palette is so good. Oh my God, this hurts my heart. Okay, so the palette it's matched up against is one of my favorites from Nomad. One of my absolute favorites from Nomad. I know this one's in my top 5 for sure. This is the Nomad Fête de Provence palette from Nomad, like I said. This one is the reformulated one. I decluttered my old one when I bought this new one, and the formula is improved, obviously, and it's newer. The shadows are newer, so it's gonna actually perform better. This was the year that it came out. Now, last year was Nomad's 10th anniversary, so they re-released it. I hope they re-release their Whistler Snow Lodge palette this year, and if they do, I'm gonna lose my damn mind, because that's my favorite palette from Nomad. But anyway, this one is so good, and I never expected to love this nearly as much as I did, but it is such a treat. I love these shades up at the top. Those are my favorite. Now, if you would have asked me back in the day what my favorite shades were in the palette, I would have said the deeper shades, but the lighter shades are my favorite now. These shimmers are way more improved than their last ones. They're much more metallic and shimmery versus the ones in the old palette, which were a little bit more subdued. They definitely improved the formula. So this one's going oh my God. Why? This is a terrible matchup for me. It really, really is. I don't know what to do, but if I'm being honest with myself, I know which one I have to advance, but that doesn't mean I like it. I'm advancing the Machina palette. The Machina palette is going forward into the next round, beating out the Fête de Provence, which is one of my favorites. Oh my God. Why, Lord, why? But anyway, here you go. Machina palette. So, advancing into the final 16, we have 2 Blend Bunny palettes. Oh my God, finally we got a Blend Bunny palette in this tournament. The All Done Up palette from Blend Bunny. The Lord of the Rings Middle Earth palette from Glamlight. Oh my land. Okay. And then we have the New Moon palette from ColourPop, the Twilight New Moon. And then we have, of course, the Machina palette from Blend Bunny. Those are my final 4 from this round. We are going into the round of 16. I know I'm a day behind, you guys. You know what? Life's hard when you're a full-time postal worker. It just is, especially if you work graveyard. So thank you for being here today, you guys. Borre, finger hearts, purple you. You're awesome and amazing. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the DMGL crew. And I so much appreciate you. Remember to be a good person, be a kind person. Go out in the world, love others as Jesus has loved you, and treat others as you would like to be treated. Yes, I know we are all kind of in the throes of chaos right now. People have different opinions about different things, but we all add value and unique characteristics to this world that make the world a better place. If we were all the same, that would be very boring. So I love you all. So be good humans, as I said. I'm going to bless you. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. Amen, Jesus. And may the force be with you always. Okay, y'all, TTFN. And I will see you for the Sweet 16. Bye.